Guardians, privileged ones, hello and welcome back to the channel for another Destiny 2 episode. As per the title of this video, we're going over the Prestige mode Spire of Stars raid from the very beginning all the way up to the boss, but you also should understand the mechanics already before watching this video. So if you've never beaten the raid in normal mode and you don't understand the mechanics, I highly recommend going and watching a different video to do just that. After you've beaten the raid on normal, come back to this video and then try Prestige. Now in the Prestige, Spire of Stars, and Eater of Worlds this week, the modifiers are set to having only one weapon with one magazine filled at any given time. Once you empty your kinetic weapon, the energy weapon loads up, and then once you empty your energy weapon, the power weapon loads up, only with one magazine at any given time. So you're going to want to try to get buffs and modifiers that will help counteract this. Along with this week, you have to have a primary pulse, an energy-based SMG, and a power weapon is going to be a grenade launcher. I highly recommend two specific grenade launchers, the Colony or the Prospector, both exotics. And why I recommend these is if you suck at using grenade launcher, I recommend using the Colony. The only thing to note is the Colony doesn't do too much damage to the boss, but you don't have to aim it. So once you fire one of those spider bots, it's going to track a target and kill that target with no problem. That is really useful in the raid for getting rid of your power weapon ammo really quickly, yet still doing damage. But if you are really good at using a grenade launcher, I recommend the Prospector because it is an exotic. It has a very special ability to it, and it does a tremendous amount of damage to the boss. After that, you've got your energy weapon, which is going to be an SMG. You should be using the Mob Justice, the Risk Runner, or any other SMG that you can use that you know is effective that has Grave Robber equipped. These SMGs are going to reload more ammunition into the magazine, allowing you to do more damage without having to switch to a different weapon. And you're going to want to have a fairly decent pulse rifle. I recommend for a kinetic pulse rifle the Trials of the 9 kinetic pulse rifle, or you can use Nightshade, which is from the Vanguard. Both are really pretty decent. Then you're going to definitely want to opt in for the gauntlets from the raid with the specific mod that allows you to melee an enemy, and killing that enemy will drop power ammo on the ground. This will allow you to have more ammo while using your grenade launcher. Then finally, it comes down to abilities. Abilities are going to be the crucial part to defeating the boss and doing a tremendous amount of damage to that boss. It is possible to two-cycle the boss in boss damage, but you have to be using the correct abilities. So I'm going to break down everyone right now. For a Warlock, you're going to want to make sure that you are using a Stormcaller Warlock with the Crown of Tempest exotic helmet. You're going to want to run Landfall, and you're going to want to run Arc Souls with Healing Rift. Then, for a Titan, you're going to want to run a Hammer of Soul Titan, and you're going to want to have Melting Point. Then, for you Arc Striders out there, you're going to want to use an Arc Strider. You're going to then also want to have any abilities stacked to be able to do extra damage to the boss. Next up, it is getting to the boss encounter. The entire raid is going to practically be the same. The only thing is it comes down to surviving and being able to kill adds. If you get good at ad clearing and you get good at using your supers, you should have no problem getting to the boss encounter. The boss encounter is where it gets tricky. When you're in the boss fight, the damage phase is going to be done with supers, nothing else. So you're going to want to manage to stay alive up until the boss damage phase to be able to use your supers. This also means that through the entirety of the boss encounter, you can't use your supers to ad clear because you're going to need your supers by the boss phase damage phase. So this is how we did it. We stayed in the back of the room, we damaged the enemies, and then as soon as we had to go out, we threw grenades and we used our grenade launchers to clear out all of the ads to be able to stand on plates. Once all of the ads were cleared out, we stood on our plates and we did what we needed to do to survive. After surviving, we then got to boss damage phase. When you get to that phase, it's really easy. What you're going to want to do is do exactly what we did in this video. The 2 Stormcallers are going to jump up immediately, and they're going to proc their healing rifts. Everyone else is going to jump into those healing rifts and make sure that they get Arc Souls. Once they get Arc Souls and they have all of their health completely healed up, you're then going to want to have the 2 Stormcallers proc their landfall and their super. The landfall is going to do extra damage to the boss, and they're going to have the Crown of Tempest active, allowing for the super to last double the amount of time. The extended super is going to allow them to continually do damage to the boss, which helps stagger the boss from using any of his abilities. The Arcstriders are going to also pop out their poles, which is going to also help stagger the boss and do a tremendous amount of damage to the boss. Then the Hammer of Soul Titans. At the exact same time when the Stormcallers proc the Arc Souls and proc their landfall, the Hammer of Soul Titan number 1 is going to melting point the boss. Make sure you aim towards his chest because you have to aim a little high on the hitbox for melting point to proc. Melting point is going to double the amount of damage you're doing to the boss, and then halfway through that melting point, the other Hammer of Soul Titan is going to melting point him, and then you're going to also be using your Hammer of Souls. Now, this is where it gets iffy. After all of your supers are worn out, you might have a period of time where you have enough time to use your grenade launcher. If your grenade launcher was saved at the boss damage phase, you're going to want to back away from the boss, make sure no enemies are around you, and then you're going to want to proc your grenade launcher and do as much extra damage to the boss as you can. Then also at the very end on Prestige, make sure that when you get to the last phase of the boss fight where you have to throw the orbs at his shield to kill him, you make sure your entire team is alive. Grab the orbs and charge each individual orb to 8. If you charge each orb to 8 or higher, you should have no problem breaking the shield. For any chance that the shield is still up, make sure that you start throwing every bit of ammunition at the boss as you can to finish him. And congratulations, you should be completing Prestige Mode Spire of Stars. If this video helped you, remember to leave a like on the video, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel if you're new for future Destiny content. Enjoy the rest of this video so you can understand our callouts for this raid and understand how we do the boss fight. Enjoy the video, stay violent, be privileged.
I'm ready. Got it. The hunter ready in the back.
Yeah, what's your count at?
Good. You're ready in the back. Where are you?
Right here.
Right side, get ready.
I'm right here. On my plate.
I missed you. He's over your head. It's right behind you.
I got it. I got it. I got it.
Tally my greed is at 6.
You're good. I'm here.
You can hang on to it till 9.
Alright, cloner.
Yeah. Lifting.
Alright,
I got
going
it.
up. Going up. First melting point. Got it.
You're gonna die. Get
Shit.
Yeah, there you go.
He's dead. Someone orbs landed on me.
Alright, just find an orb.
I can't.
Beat 'em up.
What the fuck? Somebody kill me, dude.
Alright.
So I
Beat 'em all the
screwed
way
up
up.
to 8.
Do we have 5 still?
Yes.
We have 5. Alright, throw them.
Got him.
Got it.
Got it.
Thank God.
Thank God.
Good job. I don't know if we. I don't know if we would have had it. I had a grenade. That looked like
I ended up using my grenade launcher.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I just unlocked all the ornaments. I got 4
Right? I just got the ornaments too. Holy cow.
Oh, hi. VBG isn't here right now, but I guess you enjoyed the content.
So over there is a logo you can click on. That will allow you to subscribe. More content up there, and behind the scenes daily content over here on the vlog channel. There you go. Enjoy!